Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name's GBay99. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Today, we have something very special to show off to you guys. Today, we are going to be playing Rivals of Aether. This is a game that I've been very excited for a very long time. It comes out on Steam Early Access in like 6 hours of this video going live. I got an early access key and early access key from the creator, who was nice enough to send me one, and I've been playing over the past 2.5 days. I've logged like 28 hours into this game already. It is very enjoyable, very fun. To say the least. It is early access, so not everything that's going to be in the final version of the game, like story mode, abyss mode, are currently locked off. In addition to two of the characters, you can see on the right hand side of your screen, two of the characters are still yet to be unlocked. But this game is very fun, very enjoyable. I am happy to be bringing it to you guys today. It is probably going to be featured in a number of my videos in the future. I've been hyped for it for a while, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So we'll probably use some gameplay when talking about a number of topics in future videos. And today I thought I'd just sort of give you guys my first impressions, explain the game to you guys, and show off what it's all about. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. This is a game that is obviously inspired a lot by Super Smash Bros. It has the same sort of mechanics as Super Smash Bros., the same sort of goals where you are supposed to knock your opponents, build up percentage on your opponents, knock them off the stage, and kill them like that. You typically have 3 stock matches where each character has 3 stocks or lives, and that's that's the goal of the game. That's the goal of any one of these sort of brawler styles of games. But the thing that makes this game very unusual is the fact that it is more like Super Smash Bros. Melee than in any game I've played outside of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Any one of these, what people might call clones or rip-offs or whatever. It is very much like Melee. You have a lot of old Melee mechanics that return, including dash dancing. You have wave dashing. I'm not too sure how useful wave dashing is, but wave landing is very useful. That's because you have directional air dodging, and there are a number of differences between this and Melee. Like you can actually act out of a directional air dodge. So one of the really good strategies for getting out of an opponent's combo is air dodge up and then neutral air dodge up, neutral air. There we go. So there are a few differences that do actually make this very different compared to Melee. Another one is you cannot grab onto ledges. Instead, every character has a wall jump, and they can do an up B, wall jump, air dodge, up B, to get out from under a ledge. It really makes the ledge game a lot different, not being able to grab onto the ledge, and it's very cool, very interesting to see how the metagame will evolve when the game comes out and when people start really messing around with it. I've had a lot of fun with it, though, so far, and, I mean, I could ramble on for hours about all the mechanics in the game, but the really exciting thing about this game is all the characters are pretty well balanced for the most part, and they're all very unusual, very unique. So, for instance, very unique, that's improper grammar, but they're all unique. So, for instance, this character, Maple, this raccoon dude, has this gimmick. Each character has a sort of gimmick. Maple's, for instance, is she has this mark, where if she marks an opponent and hits them with a smash attack, or if she hits them with a down B on the ground, which is that little plant dude, then they'll be snared for a few moments, depending on how much percentage they have. I mean, it's a very cool and weird mechanic. That mark is also her up B. Like that. That's how you do your recovery. Normally, your recovery is just like a little bit of a tiny jump up, a tiny extra jump that will deal a little bit of damage. But you can also just teleport to your opponent from anywhere on the screen, which is very fun to do a lot of the time. I mean, it's something that's very unusual. Typically, there are a few characters that have Melee-inspired moves. Like right there, you can see that's Fox's up B, Fox or Falco's up B or Wolf. Actually, Zetterburn as a character, the lion dude, has a lot of moves that are very heavily inspired from Wolf. But a lot of characters, like, I'd say the majority of characters, like this raccoon dude, Maple, all their moves are pretty unusual, pretty unique. Like my down air right there, I've never seen this in a Smash game. Down air, instead of doing a jab downwards or whatever to hurt someone that's below me, it makes this root come out from the platform nearest to me that will hit my opponent for damage. It's very cool, very unusual. I like all the characters in this game. Let's go ahead and show you another one here. Wart Cane is another pretty cool, unusual one. So Wart Cane, her little gimmick here, or his gimmick, is this puddle where you can use your neutral B to throw out a puddle. You can do down B also to throw out a puddle, and then you can trap opponents with bubbles like that. That's your forward air right there. And then it's also your recovery move. Up B to puddle is same deal with Maple. Anywhere on the stage, you just teleport to wherever your puddle is. Wart Cane actually is really fun to combo with. You can do like a lot of up tilts into puddle stuff. Very, very fun characters. One of the things about this game is if you are like listening to me and you're saying, oh, Super Smash Bros. Melee, that's that game where you have to have godlike hands that just, you know, you kill your hands with all sorts of diseases if you play that game for, I mean, whatever it was that happened to hacks. Like, Melee is a very intense game on your hands because you have a lot of mechanics like L canceling that you always have to worry about. But this game, you don't actually have to worry about that many inputs. There is no L canceling. Instead of L canceling, characters have very little landing lag, so you can very quickly do a move out of like you can do an air, forward air, up air, back air, or whatever, and then very quickly go into a dash attack, or jabs, or forward tilt, whatever. I love that bubble move. It's another really weird move. The bubbles actually deal a lot more damage than you'd expect, and then I think I can also hit my opponent with my head. If I can. That's a back air. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and show one more character. What do you want to see? Want to see Forsburn? Let's show Forsburn. This character is... A lot of people think this character is currently one of the worst. I don't know if that's true. He has a few moves that are inspired by Melee, pretty much just his neutral air, which is similar to Marth's. That's a combo move. One of the things I should probably mention that makes this game a lot different from other Smash games, particularly Melee, is, you know, in Melee, if you, like, neutral air someone with a Marth neutral air at low percentages, it's just a combo move. It will just deal a little bit of damage. The thing about this game that's weird is that you sort of have moves that are just designated combo moves. Like, it doesn't matter how high I get this Zetterburn's percent. A neutral air will always just sort of deal a little bit of damage and then shoot him off. Same thing with his up air, actually. You pretty much have to hit people with your smash attack if you want to finish them off. Because neutral air will not just send them flying off the same way a Fox neutral air might. Anyway, though, the thing that's really fun about this game is just how, everything just so naturally combos into itself. But anyway, let's go ahead and show off Forsburn again. One of the things about him as a character is he has this smoke that he can go in and he's a character that's based around deception. So obviously he has the smoke, his opponent can't see him. He can also eat up the smoke with his down B, which will be a really cool finishing move. And he also has a side B that makes a clone of him, where when the clone gets hit, he'll burst into smoke. And the clone deals a fair amount of damage. He can be used pretty well to combo into himself. Curie always yells at me whenever I spam up tilt with Forsburn or Maple. He always hates up tilt spams. But the really cool thing, as you can see about this game, is all the characters are so unusual, so different from each other. It makes for some really interesting play. When you're playing like Forsburn versus... actually, let's go back to Maple. When you're playing Maple versus Forsburn, then that's one matchup, right? You can learn Maple versus Zetterburn, and then you'll sort of figure out that matchup. But then suddenly you play Maple against another character, and then it's a completely different matchup that you have to completely play differently. Crag, if we turn him on here, so he will fight us. One of Crag's moves is his upbeat, is that recovery move. That's his recovery move, but it can also be used to combo really well, which is very, very frustrating to deal with when you're a Maple, and you typically want to go for combos where you position yourself under the character and then do like a bunch of up airs, like this. That's like her up air is sort of like a Fox up air, except it hits 3 times, or it hits 3 times comboing into itself, and then it does one final hit that deals a fair amount of knockback. The interesting thing about playing this matchup, Maple versus Crag, is Crag's up B is used a lot to combo into stuff, where a Crag player will typically spam up B. Crag has actually already been nerfed a little bit with his up B, because a lot of people love to spam it, and it is very, very hard for a Maple player if she plays the match the same way she would against a Zetterburn or another character, where she just goes for a dash attack into up Bs, or up airs, rather. She could get punished for that so hard. So that's another really interesting thing about this game, is all the characters are played against each other in very different ways. I mean, I feel like this game has a lot of depth. There are a lot of options in everything that you do. Even just a dash attack dash attack, you can do a smash move out of dashing. You can do, hang on. You can do a tilt, down tilt, or up tilt out of a dash. There's a lot of options in everything that you can do. Ah, damn. And because there's a lot of options, that means there's a lot of mind games at higher levels of play. It's a very, very fun game. I gotta say, I mean, if you guys could not already tell, I'm sort of fanboying here. I'm not sort of trying to make this a super legitimate review or anything, but honestly, this is a really fun game that I have had a lot of fun with. I've sort of wanted this game to be really good, but I am very happy to see that it lives up to all of my expectations. It is very, very enjoyable, and I cannot wait to make some more videos with it, showing off some of my combos, especially tomorrow when the game comes out. I might do a video where I play online a little bit and show you guys some combo moves or some of the matchups, because it is very, very cool to see this game. I can't wait to see higher levels of play, too. This feels very much like Melee. Very much like Melee. I cannot wait. There's so much depth in the game, and there's so many mechanics that are all usable, but it kind of feels like League of Legends, honestly, in the way that it feels really easy to get into the game. To learn a few combos are pretty easy. Like dash attack into up tilt into anything else, really. It's a very, very simple maple combo, and it's pretty easy for you to do, even if you aren't super good at fighting games or super experienced with the character. It's pretty easy to learn and figure out. Hit stun takes a little while. Hit stun is pretty damn long when you compare it to something like Smash 4, so it can be frustrating to deal with at times if you don't know what DI is. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will probably be seeing you with some more Rivals of Aether in the future. Go ahead, try it out if you guys think this looks fun. It's on Steam tonight. It'll be 15 bucks, I think. Definitely worth your money. You can wait for it to just come out if you want to. I think the things that will be tweaked in early access are there will be more ranked modes, or there will be a ranked mode, there will be more online modes. There will also be the single player mode when it comes out, and whatever that other Abyss mode was. Probably like a challenge mode type of deal. Anyway, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will, of course, see you all tomorrow. But until then, Until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.